and I was expecting trick-or-treaters, even though we haven't had trick-or-treaters here for several years. In fact, never. But I put all the candy I had from my various free boxes, the pound boxes in fact, I put all of it in this bowl because I thought if we have any trick-or-treaters, then the candy, you can have this. It's not out of date, it's best before. Hello, Philip. So it's still safe to eat, all of this, except for this. This probably isn't. This popping candy I found in a box when I was looking for something else earlier on, and it says 2016 was the best before date. That's a long time ago, and it's been in this box all the time. And also, I can't remember having this, but I think it must have been put in there when I moved house, which is like 11 years ago. So it's been in there ever since. So I'm going to I'd skip that. I'm going to just see, though. Do you think I should put it in my mouth? It smells alright. I don't know what popping candy tastes like if it's been in a box for 10 years. They found tea in the ocean and it was still drinkable, so I'm probably not going to put much in, but... Hello, Michelle! I'm just having out-of-date popping candy. It's still popping. Can you hear that? Probably not something you should do. But what? It's Halloween! Why not? If you can't eat out-of-date popping candy on Halloween, then when can you? Horror movie waiting to happen. And then my head explodes in a great big blow. It's just, yeah, that's horror movie waiting to happen, isn't it? I've got sticky hands now from having popping candy there. I may as well just... I haven't died yet. Probably like the exorcism or something though. Talking of, the reason I was looking for that is I was actually trying to find some SD... Oh, it's cracking now. SD cards, because I was in a film called Exorcism a while ago, and I know that I made a making of, lots of backstage stuff, and I was going to have backstage making of, look, it's a film, but, oh no, popping candy's popping so much. Anyway, so I was looking for the SD card, because there was like makeup and everything, like they did... At the time, I thought, it's a spoiler up about that, and if it ever gets released, then people will be spoiled about various different things. And I was like, whatever. So I was looking for it on all the stuff that I found a few hard drives, and I also found quite a lot of SD cards, some of which had nothing on them, but I did not find the one that I was looking for, so it's never going to be seen. Unfortunately, I've got no clue where it went. So that's what I was looking for, but I found some out-of-date popping candy. So good luck. Good luck with the popping candy. I'm still alive. That's okay. So yeah, so I've got all this stuff. Haribo. That I actually got in... I get contact lenses online, and they always send me Haribo. And I'm like, well, I don't want a Haribo. Why do you keep sending me? It's like, free gift that you don't want is not a gift. It's just like, oh... burdened with Haribo. I'm sure loads of people like Haribo, but it's got gelatin and stuff in it, so I try to avoid that. But I've got, look at all these things I've got. Vimto lollies, and other lollies, and sticky drumsticks. What's this? It's a Japanese candy thing. What is this? Anyway, I watched Doctor Who earlier on. I think that was on BBC America as well, so I thought that maybe if I talked about it, then people that were interested would be spoiled, but if you're in America and you've seen it, and you're in Britain if you've seen it, that's fine. And also, I'm probably not going to talk about it, but it was on. I just saw a tweet, a tweet about some. Well, it was on Twitter, and it was a promoted tweet, and I probably shouldn't have had that popping candy, but because it's got a bit weird in my mouth, and I've got a bit strange. It's from probably, yeah, that was probably a mistake. Anyway, it was just a tweet, a promoted tweet about something or other, and it said Doctor Who's girlfriend was, and I was like, Doctor Who's girlfriend? Doctor Who's retired girlfriend. It's like, what? So, Doctor Who's retired girlfriend, which one's that? And also, he's not called, or they're not called Doctor Who, they're just called the Doctor. Anyway, I've gone very strange from eating this. I really shouldn't have had very decades old popping candy. It's made me go, but there's probably some sort of additive I'm allergic to in it. What is it? carbon dioxide. Oh, that's what makes it pop. I should not have eaten that. But this is also a Japanese candy. I don't know what this. What is this? It's probably a thing. Oh, it's like a mochi, except not. Happy Halloween to you. I've got like a bit like a jelly. Oh, what flavour is that? Oh, it's melon flavour. That was a mistake too, because I'm allergic to melon. Will the spoilers spoil anything with Doctor Who? Well, it's called the Halloween something or other. That was the name of the thing. So the fact that it was set on Halloween, is that a spoiler? Because it is Halloween. No. There was a dog man in it. Is that a spoiler? Probably. You couldn't see his eyes. I thought, if they have him in more, they should probably have a costume where you can actually see the eyes of the actor playing it. That's just my personal opinion. Apart from that, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not saying anything. Just going to eat this melon candy that I'm still eating, even though I know that this is going to make me feel... Maybe it'll sort of combat, it'll be an antidote to the popping candy. And the one allergic reaction will cancel out the other one. Or maybe not. Maybe she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. Bimbo lolly. Any angels? Yes. There you go. That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler, isn't it? Yeah. All the old favourites in there. Not all of them. Some of them. But that was one that was in there. And who else was in it? John. What's his name? The Liverpudlian comedian. Can't remember his name. Is his name John? I'm going to Bimbo lolly. I'm trying to eat healthily. That went wrong with a big bowl of candy. I'm not going to eat any more of it. Just going to... Yeah. So there was... I can't remember his name. New companion. If anyone can remember, then you're a better person than me. Look, I've got a wig. I'll put the wig on. There you go. There you go. That's a nice wig, isn't it? There. Was there somebody with pink hair in it? I don't know. Was there? So yeah. So that's my Halloween costume sorted. My Halloween candy that's going to poison me. Yay! So I don't know what's going on really with the my ankle's feeling a bit better, I thought, and I had a nice Epsom salt bath, and I thought, oh, it's all better now. It's fine. I'm going to take that off. It's very warm. My hair looks green in this light, doesn't it? John, that's his name, and then I stood on it and went, no, still bad. So I don't know how long sprained ankles take to heal, but a long time apparently. Not going to eat any more of that. So, yes, I should eat healthily. That's what I've been doing a lot of things about. Yeah, what's that? Super skinny versus super size. Something like that. And, yeah, and there was somebody, and I saw a picture of him, and I thought, bet that person's Welsh. And I could tell just from the way that his mouth was open. Not that Welsh people have the mouth open. Just, you know how French people have got a certain look? Well, I think people that have got a Welsh accent have got a certain look too, because you can tell by the shape of somebody's face what accent they're going to have. This is probably rubbish, but I could tell from the picture for some reason that he was Welsh. So I switched on the thing and I watched it and I was like, yes, he is! And then I saw that he's on Twitter and he's lost a great deal of weight apparently, and it's about 11 years since this super skinny thing was on. No, I don't believe in that, Jabohim, at all. I don't believe in that pronounced hour to you. It's not afternoon, though. It's not it's evening here, especially since the clocks. That's one of the things. The clocks have gone forward, so it's even... It's, you know, I don't know what time it is there, but it's 8 o'clock or 10 past 8, that sort of thing, here. And it would have been maybe 10 past 7 last. I don't know, really. I don't know about these clocks going back and forward. I get very confused about GMT and BST. And if I put up, oh, my live thing is on this time, then it's probably not right because of the way that people's clocks change all over the place. The clocks just go forward and they go back. Was it spring forward, fall back? Except we don't call autumn fall in Britain. generally, so it makes no sense. So, and they went back, should be 9:14. Yeah, no, it's not. It's 8:15. Don't try to fool me, Michelle. I see right through that. No, so Boheme, no, I don't believe in that. I believe that people should eat healthily, and that's really it, really, and do exercise. But other than that, that's up to you. How you choose to interpret that and live your life is completely up to you in all other aspects, really. I was watching one thing where I think there's a YouTuber that just goes on rants because she's got a business where she does a lot of workouts and stuff. So she goes on rants about people and everything, and it's quite entertaining. But then she did one today that was about something else that wasn't about that, and it was just like, yeah. And then I realised probably nothing she said should be taken at face value, and she's just trying to sell protein donuts, so whatever. So yes, particularly a particular thing that she was talking about, really. So I washed all my clothes today, so this is all I've got is my stupid, I probably need to wash this, but then they all came out and they smelt like cornflakes, so I think something must have gone in and washed. So I probably need to wash them again. They're all a bit, oh, I'm going in and out of focus, aren't I? They're all a bit weird. Should I put more light on? Just put more light on. Not working. Work. Oh no, it's not working. Mode. Ah, there it is. Didn't make any difference at all. Right, well, it went all flashy and weird, and then it went off. So no, I think, I do think that it is up to people to eat healthily, but if you can't afford to eat healthily, that's quite difficult, really. And it's difficult to know what healthy is, because people keep changing their minds about what healthy eating is. But, yeah, don't eat too much, and don't eat too little. That's easier said than done, isn't it? Eat the right amount. What is the right amount? Well, it depends. Oh, just dropped that on my guitar. It depends on the person, doesn't it? Because everybody's got different amounts of this. It's impossible to tell how much to eat because everybody has got different metabolisms and different bodies and different sizes. And a 6'5" person is not going to need the same amount of food as somebody that's 4'8". It's just whatever. What did I do with my extra hour? I slept. I was staying in bed and I got up and went, oh, it would have been 9 o'clock in normal days, but now it's 8:10. So that's what I did. I stayed up and I got up at about 8:10 and thought, oh, I feel very, that's a lie-in really, because it would have been, but I didn't go to bed until like 1 o'clock, so it really wasn't a lie-in. So I did nothing with my extra hour, nothing. Because I lost it in the night. The night is when it went, so I got less sleep. That's what I did with my extra hour. I got less sleep. Or did I get more sleep? I don't know. How much sleep did I get? Did I get more sleep or did I get less sleep? I got sleep. I got enough sleep, so that's fine. Yeah, and then later on, I just sort of did nothing. I looked for the SD cards, and that's what I spent most of the day doing, and then realised it was futile and I didn't find them anywhere. But I did find lots of other things. I found like rocks. I dug up lots of rocks from the garden at one point, and I put them on my windowsill, and I've got my windows, my curtains are usually closed because I can't get to them because there's a big thing in the way of them. So that I opened the curtains and went, oh, all those rocks are still there. Yeah, I know that most people should. I'm more like a vampire, really. I don't open my curtains. I don't go, look, let's stay in. This is actually a backdrop, not blackout curtains. It could be blackout curtains, but it's not. It's a backdrop. I could make a green screen. I was thinking, should I get a green screen? Because I think there's a new YouTube thing where you can use green screen without getting expensive editing software. So that's what else I did. I found an old video. Doctor Who was awesome tonight. Yes, it was. I found an old video at the very first time that Anna Black introduced me to Ollie, who's now my flatmate. And I haven't seen Anna for ages. But it's the reason I didn't use it ever is because it's all like it didn't process properly. And I think the reason why, looking at the video, is because during the video we ran through a fountain, all of us, and I think my camera must have got very wet and it ruined the footage, and it ruined my camera. I think my camera broke very soon afterwards, and I was like confused at the time. Why did this camera break? Looking at this video, I'm like, oh, because of the fountain. Now, it's still very jerky, but I think I must have got a new codec because it's not completely jerky. So maybe I'll upload that at one point, but it's all a bit random. There's a thing at the South Bank where you sat on little stools and they made musical instrument sounds, and it was... So it's very different. I'm not sure whether anything happens in it. It's just, you know, and it's also, as I say, it's like watching a silent movie. You know, the way that the frame rate's all quick in that. Well, it's the other way around. It's like bits missed. I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyway, so I watched that and I showed it to Ollie, and he was like, oh, I don't remember ever looking like that. And it's like, oh, it's a long time ago, a long time ago. It wasn't Super 8. I think it might have been... So funny you should say that. I think it might have been High 8, Digi 8. Do you remember Digi 8? Digi 8, I spent loads of money buying a Digi 8 camera, and about a month and a half after I bought it, they stopped making them in this country and stopped about a year later selling the tapes. So that was good, and then it stopped working anyway, probably because of this fountain thing. So it was my first camera that I had, the one that I used for to make the Vestal Virgin thing. That was made with Digi 8, and the Digi 8. I think what happened with it, the mechanism that opens and closes to let the tapes in stopped. I think I found it again recently. I tried it and it did work, but it's, you know, you can't get the tapes anymore, so it doesn't matter anyway, really. But funny you should say there was an 8 in it. Yeah. And also, I saw a VHS of the college project that I made. VHS. This is like what we do in the shadows, isn't it? VHS. Yeah. Yeah, tape, exactly. But it's a long time ago, and it was a faff to use because I'd have to transfer it onto my computer using the right lead, and it didn't work. It never quite processed properly. It was like, it just never really worked. I'm not really, and it just stopped working after a certain point. It stopped doing anything, and I think really looking at this video, it was probably because of the fountain and the water, because that happened with another video of mine, another video camera that I found also when I was looking around, which was a JVC one, which had a weird like VOD, I think was the video files they had, which you had to turn into something else anytime, because nobody supported that anytime you did anything. And when I bought it, I didn't realise, I spent quite a lot of money on it, and when I bought it I didn't realise that had been superseded and might never have actually been sold in this country, so they didn't have really any support. I mean, I looked it up online, it's like, that's not sold in this country. It's like, because I got it on Tottenham Court Road, I think they were just importing them and trying to palm them off on people. It looked like a good deal at the time, and that, I remember I made something about shampoo. I think there's a soup shampoo thing that I made a video of, where I make shampoo with various different things, and I had, because I was making the shampoo in the water, I think I got water into the video and that broke, and that ruined, because the weird thing about that is it was a hybrid thing, so you could use SD cards, like mini SD cards, but a lot of it was actually stored on the video itself. So I can't transfer them anywhere, and I can't do anything with them. So there was a load of video that I had that will never be seen because it got stuck on the video, on the actual... I've got lots of video cameras that broke. It's really annoying when they break because they take everything down with them, especially if there's a specific format that you can't really use anymore and they don't sell the things anymore. Ugh. Anyway, I'm using my camera now. It's my phone. I was always using a camera. I don't know how I would have thought. It's just this. It's popping candy. It's made my head go wrong. Popping candy. Oh, that's my thing. And I found my... Oh, look, there's a wig stuck to my guitar. That's not right. Yeah. Guitar wig. Yay. So, is this in tune? Meh. Hello, did you see Doctor Who tonight? Did you see Doctor Who? It had some monsters and some people and some running about, but not that much running about. It had loads of hanging from things and breaking people out of other things. And it had John somebody, can't remember his name. I know he's a comedian and he's from Liverpool, but that's all I know about him, even though there was lots of publicity about him. And I can't remember. He's the John Bishop. Thank you very much, Philip. John Bishop. But he is not a priest. He is not a bishop. He is just a man who lives in Doctor Who land now. And he was in it. And so was a dog thing. A doggy dog man. Wasn't that a lovely song? No. Ha ha ha. Yes, it is Halloween. You should go and see The Exorcism. Not The Exorcism, just Exorcism, which is a film that I was in quite a long time ago, and it is very good, and I've never actually watched it, so maybe it's actually great. It did get distributed, and that is a miracle, and I don't really think that I'm going to say much more about it, because I don't get paid if you watch it anywhere, even though I should, and that was the deal. I don't understand when you sign a contract and you get net profit, that means you never get anything at all, because, well, the life isn't fair. You always get the money up front. It turns out, always get the money up front. I did at the very start, when it first got distribution, it was like, hey, we're going to get money for it soon, and we'll pay you loads, or we can pay you like 20 quid now, and then the rest later, but we will wait. And I'm like, just give me 20 quid now and the rest later. And I got 20 quid. I did not get the rest later. But I got 20 quid, which I think some people in the cast didn't even get that, because they're like, I'll just wait until the distribution goes. Maybe they only ever made 20 quid. Maybe that's what is the problem. That 20 quid was the entirety of the profit. Even though, and because it's got very few stars on Amazon. It was at one point on Prime, which you could have just watched it if you had Prime without forking out money. But now you have to give some money for it. And I'm in that. And yeah, and it is All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. Are you Telephone Calibut? Oh, sorry, somebody from Spooky History is saying, when do the episodes need to be sent? And it's like, I should have put no messages while I'm doing this. I don't know, maybe it was, Philip. But the thing is, if that was the case, then it probably wouldn't have got any distribution at all, and it wouldn't be available on Amazon. And also, it was in Asda, and when they still had record shops and DVD places. I went in one of those, and it was like, whoa, to take pictures of it actually on shelves in actual physical places. In places like Cwmbran, which is not the centre of the universe. It's Cwmbran's very nice, but if you can get it in, and somebody said that it was number one on the shelf. Like at one point, somebody took a picture on their shelf, and it was like number one out of 10. The top 10 videos, number one. It's like, are you sure? I think it probably. I'm not sure how that happened, and I think they might have been reading it long. My sign language is confusing. Am I going like that? Pinchy lobsters. I don't know. Am I doing sign language? I don't know. What is the tax rate for film producers? I don't know. I'm not a film producer. I'd like to produce a film. Maybe then I can get some money out of it. Or lose it all in a terrible... Never put your own money in the film. And I think the person that made this did actually put their own money in the film. Because I remember when we were on set and we were asking for, can I have some coffee? I was going, and I was like, I can't eat any of this food. It's, I can't eat gluten. Can I have some actual food, because that's part of the deal that they were going to feed us? And somebody said, he spent all his money, there's no food, there's no money left for food. He was like, okay. It's like we went shopping one day, and I bought some dark chocolate for several of us that cost 90p. It's like, no, you've broken the bank, 90p, we can't afford that. It's like, I needed something to eat. And that was all that was there. Anyway, so yeah, it wasn't exactly, I think they spent all the money on the location, which is a great location. And that was what a lot of the behind the scenes footage was about, that I can't find. Oh, well, at least I can put it up on YouTube and maybe I'll get 40p out of there is the haunted house horror thing, which is part of the behind the scenes, but not all of it. Like I held some back. It was more of a sort of vlog of just, you can see there's a spooky painting and stuff, but I didn't really, that was ages ago. It didn't get distributed until 2015, and the deal was like that I got paid 20% for the first, or 2%, it couldn't have been 20%, like 2% of the profit for the 10 year, for 10 years. It's like, well, okay, I don't think I got that. But, you know, contracts. They're not worth the paper they're printed on, are they? Anyway, that's really me ranting about nothing. Anyway, Doctor Who Flux, yes, it was very good. John Bishop was in it, and a dog man, and Mary Seacole's going to be in it at one point, I think. And very, very interesting person, Mary Seacole. She used her own money to actually set up a hotel for the soldiers in the Crimea, and she spent loads of money helping people. And she got a little bit of press coverage, I think, and people were like thankful, and the people she helped were thankful. But I think ultimately, until very recently, history sort of forgot her, and it's only recently that people are building statues and going, hang on, she did good things in the Crimea War, probably better things than Florence Nightingale, who got all the glory. Florence Nightingale very, very much won the war of the media there. But Mary Seacole actually put more of her own money into it, and probably did a lot more good, in that she does sound like a much more pleasant person than generally Florence Nightingale sounds like a bit of a... Yeah, she doesn't sound like a great person, and I think she had bad hygiene. I think people used to die of things because she didn't use proper hygiene, really. She did it for a profit. Well, I don't think she did do it for a profit, because I think she lost money ultimately. Maybe she first of all thought it was for a profit, but she put her own money into it, and she did help people. So not so much for a profit, really. Didn't help her. She volunteered to do it, and they said no to her, so she had to spend her own money to get there. So I don't think it was that much of a profit. Ultimately not. But, you know, if she did make any profit, then good on her. She did help. Anyway, I don't know. She's in it anyway. I don't know whether they'll go in depth in the stuff that she did, but, you know, there you go. Anyway, so it's Halloween. I'm going to finish my lollipop. Vimto's quite nice. But I'm not going to eat the rest of this. I've got a lot of candy, so this is going to be staying here for next Halloween. And going by the popping candy, I survived. So maybe this candy from this Halloween will last for 7 or 8 Halloweens to come. Every time anyone comes, hey, have some Halloween candy. Is it out of date? Well, yes, but it's fine. Sugar stays. It's sort of a preservative, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I'll probably throw away the rest of this candy. I don't think I'm going to eat the rest of it. But, whoops. Oh, no. And then this Vimto thing fell on the floor. So, also, that can go in the bin. So, that was a bit of a waste of candy. But never mind. In the bin, that goes. Right, I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely rest of Halloween. Don't get too spooked. Go and watch some of my Halloween films on YouTube. And also watch Exorcism if you want. Not that I'm going to make any money out of that. I prefer it if you watch my Halloween films that I've done in the past on my channel. So, see you soon. Bye-bye.